Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for March 6, 2024. And in the news this evening, Everton Beach Stout McDonald and the co-accused found guilty of wife's murder. Portland businessman Everton Beach Stout McDonald and Oscar Barnes were this afternoon found guilty in the Home Circuit Court. They were convicted of murder and the conspiracy to commit murder in connection with the killing of McDonald's wife, Tonya. The 7-member jury returned a unanimous verdict. The woman's partially burnt body was found on a deserted road in Sherwood Forest in Portland in July 2020. It had 9 stab wounds and the throat was slashed. A contract killer, Denverlin Minot, who is serving 19 years in prison for his role in her murder, testified that Beach Stout hired him to kill his wife for $3 million, but that he passed on the work to Barnes. McDonald and Barnes are to be sentenced on May 16. Gun taken from suspect was used to kill Shauna Patterson and Saroya Paulwell. Director of Public Prosecutions Paula Llewellyn a short while ago informed the court that an illegal firearm that was taken from Bijan Black when he was arrested by the police is the weapon that was used to kill Shauna Patterson and her daughter Saroya Paulwell. This was confirmed by ballistics testing. The revelation on Wednesday came during the case management hearing for murder-accused Leota Bradshaw and her 3 co-accused, including her cousin Roland Balfour. Meanwhile, Bijan Black and David Smith also appeared in the Home Circuit Court in relation to the killing of the mother and her 10-month-old daughter. They are unrepresented. Justice Vinette Graham Allen has ordered that the Legal Aid Council consider assigning 2 senior attorneys to represent each accused. She said the council should consider an attorney with experience in excess of 6 years due to the technical and complex issues in the case. All 4 accused were remanded until June 13 for the continuation of case management. Warmington should willingly withdraw from parliamentary committees. 2 civil society groups say former Works Minister Everald Warmington should not be pressured into resigning from parliamentary committees, but instead the executive directors of Jamaicans for Justice and the National Integrity Action say Mr. Warmington should, after introspection, withdraw from the committees. The Integrity Commission on Tuesday said it would recommend that Mr. Warmington be removed as a member of the Integrity Commission Oversight Committee of Parliament and the Joint Select Committee reviewing the Integrity Commission Act. This follows his recent statements about withholding funds from a People's National Party councillor-elect in his constituency. Speaking Wednesday on the news, Executive Director of the JFJ, Michael Jackson, said Mr. Warmington should hold himself to account.
No, you can't have accountability going halfway. Accountability means that an individual, given their levels of responsibility, how many times they may have erred in the past, the kind of demand to say that you ought to have known better and therefore you should do better, means that the accountability means that you go all the way, in other words. And quite frankly, from JFJ's standpoint, if it is that Mr. Warmington has expressed true contrition and remorse for his action, and having watched an interview yesterday on TVJ, that is even questionable. But if he has, I think self-accountability also means that Mr. Warmington ought to step away from the parliament altogether.
NIA Executive Director Daniel Archer shared similar sentiments, adding that the issue again underscores the need for legislation to allow voters to remove an elected representative.
That is indeed a matter for him, a higher standard. And what it does, Sanjay and listeners, is highlight the need for us to look at how we are putting in place something within our parliament system, whether it's a system of recall or something that can be done so that we can exercise that opportunity to recall members of parliament when their actions do not reflect integrity or the intents and efforts to ensure that there is objectivity and accountability in the deliberations that are being made.
I remain a committed member of the JLP, Ennis rubbishes claims he has left the party. Winston Ennis, the former deputy mayor of Kingston, has rubbished the claims he is leaving the Jamaica Labour Party to become an independent candidate. In a statement on Wednesday, Ennis stated that the sentiments shared in a leaked voice note sent to a JLP-affiliated WhatsApp group were expressed in the heat of the moment and are not an indication of his intention to walk away from the party. I have not sent a formal letter withdrawing my membership in the Jamaica Labour Party. I wish to categorically state that I retract any verbal suggestion that I have left my party, which I have served faithfully for several decades, his statement read partially. I met last night with members of my division and the party workers, and I wish to state that I am committed to resolving internally any issue which might have arisen that led to my earlier sentiment. Ennis's departure from the JLP would have broken a 2020 tie for the Kingston and the St. Andrew Municipal Corporation following last week's local government election and would have given the People's National Party outright control of the parish council. Reiterating that he remains a member of the JLP, Ennis said he is committed to the view that the JLP is best placed to govern Jamaica at both the local and the central government levels. He went on to express a disappointment that personal discussions were made public. He went further to caution persons on the domain used to express themselves. I was surprised at the leak. I am disappointed that personal discussions made it into the public domain. I wish to caution people who are making personal statements in the heat of the moment and meant for internal discussion to be careful about the domain used to express same and the words chosen, he shared. Married man seeks court help to retrieve more than $100,000 allegedly stolen by lover. A Kingston man is currently before the parish court seeking to recover more than $100,000 he alleges was stolen by his ex-lover. The purported former couple appeared before Senior Parish Judge Paula Blake Powell in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court's Criminal Division on Tuesday. According to court documents, the complainant, who lives with his wife and 3 children, stated that he met the accused in late 2023 and began a love affair. In his statement, the man said during one of his visits to the accused home in Riverton City, he fell asleep. It is alleged that while he slept, the woman took his debit card from his pocket, recorded the number, and later used the card to make large sum purchases. The complainant informed the court that on October 27, 2023, he attempted to withdraw money from an ATM only to be informed that his account balance was $750, despite his claim of having over $100,000 in his account. He confronted his lover about the balance, and she reportedly admitted to using $20,000. He said further investigations by him revealed an online purchase of $75,000 made from his ex-lover's phone. While it remains unclear how the sum of $120,000 was accumulated, the woman agreed to repay the full amount. Judge Blake Powell, who referred to the woman as the man's ex, was quickly corrected by the accused, who alleges the two are still intimate. The judge hastened to inform the accused that their relationship status is not the matter before the court. It doesn't matter if you're still spouses. Him want back him money, so when did you say you can pay it? The judge questioned. The woman committed to making the payment on April 30. Fresh psychiatric evaluation ordered for St. James' mom charged with the murder of 5-month-old daughter. The St. James Parish Court today ordered a fresh psychiatric report and medical attention for Shamoya Green, who is charged for throwing her 5-month-old daughter to her death after she experienced an epileptic seizure in court. Presiding Parish Court Judge Keisha Grant Price made the order after Green, 27, acted in a disoriented manner both before and after her epileptic episode. In addition to her seizure, which required intervention from both police personnel and the bystanders in the courtroom, Green claimed to have heard her children, including the deceased 5-month-old Destiny Brown, calling for her. She also had to be restrained from climbing on top of the railing of the prisoner's dock after recovering from her seizure. Today, the court was told that the post-mortem report was outstanding and that Green had no legal representation. She was remanded to return to court on April 3. It is being alleged that on December 6, 2023, at about 5:35 p.m., Green was at home with her common-law husband and other family members when she tried to have a conversation with the man about their relationship. However, he put off the talks till later that evening. Green reportedly became enraged and left the room, taking baby Destiny with her. She then allegedly took the child to the roof of the third floor of the family's house and threw her onto the concrete pit in the yard. The police were alerted and Destiny was taken to the hospital, where she died while being treated.